Hey guys, Nick Knight here, and pretty excited. A lot of things happening here at Revizzit, and we just wanted to give you this kind of temporary tutorial while we get all the other tutorials kind of in place. We wanted to get you guys started on a lot of this new stuff as soon as possible, particularly the release of our iPad app and being able to publish for the iPad. So let's go ahead and take a look here at our most exciting news, which is the iPad. So if you search for Revizzit Mobile in the iTunes Store, you will find the Revizzit app. And when you get it, there's not going to be a lot in there because we need you guys to make some products. So here's what it looks like. I've got some products made. I'm going to go ahead and log in real quick. Okay, so here we go. Now I just loaded this brand new on my iPad. I switch around a lot to different test versions, so you can see everything came in as brand new products. They all have the new product symbol next to them. And so the first thing I want to show you is what's really cool about the iPad version, which solves a huge issue people are having with other apps like Newsstand and things like that, is that all of these products that I have on here are not taking up any space on my iPad. These are all stored in the cloud, and until I come in and actually turn on a product, it remains in the cloud, but it's available at any time, and I don't have to sync with iTunes to do it. So for example, if I want to come in here and get this product, I just slide that switch over to on. You can see it stream in, and boom, that product is ready to go. And when you want to turn a product off again, you switch it off, and the next time your app syncs, it offloads that content from your iPad, keeping the footprint of Revizzit Mobile to a bare minimum, which is pretty cool. Alright, so that's one exciting development, and you also notice that now that I've opened up that product, the new product symbol has gone. So that green end there, that just tells people they have a new product they have not opened for the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on a couple of these guys real quick. Now up in the corner we have the usual button you can push and you get the drop down menu, and there you can see you can manually sync at any time. You can log out so that people can't have access to your products if you have other people using your iPad. If you choose deauthorize, just like on the desktop version, it will deauthorize this device, but it will also purge everything. Not so much of a problem with the iPad version, however, because they're all stored in the cloud. And then of course we have our support thing. So we're going to go ahead and get out of that real quick. And let me go ahead and open up one of these products here just to give you an idea. Okay, so here's the here's my product, the Ultimate Ukulele Songbook. And as we flick through the pages, you see that we have the ability to do videos just like we did before using the same templates we used before. However, I will say that if you use the video using the Revizzit templates that we provided, for the iPad I do not use the automatic resizing one. I use the one that's expanding. So there was one was like auto fit and the other one was expanding. The auto fit is not as good of an experience on the iPad, so if you're already using those, you might want to switch over to the other kind. So the kind that I'm talking about, as you can see, it opened up the movie here. I'm going to go ahead and just start playing it a little bit so you can kind of see it. The movie is not resizing to the window. This is the other one that you have to actually expand. Okay? And the reason for that is, first of all, you can watch it just, and I'm going to go ahead and rotate it here. You can watch it in the native player right here in the web page, or you can touch this expanding button, and on the iPad it goes into full screen mode. Now the reason that doesn't work, the reason I can't show you that is because I'm using a AirPlay mirroring system right now, so as soon as I touch that, it actually starts to broadcast on my laptop in full screen mode. So it does fill up the screen and play it in sort of theater mode on the iPad. Now one of the cool things too about this is you can see down at the bottom here we have Home, Reader, and Media. And the media is just like on the desktop version, it's our media screen. So what's cool about this is we only have one, so you can't open multiple pages at a time on an iPad. You can open one thing at a time, but you can go back and forth between them. So for example, if I have this open and playing, so I'm going to go ahead and hit play, you can hear it running. Set it right up. Okay. And once you're in, now I can go back to the book, the first thing I want to show and you can still hear all of the songs, the media is playing. So title, artist, anytime you want to have media that's, if you wanted to do an audio book, you could simply have it be, you know, they open up a web page, and they start the audio, and then they return to the book and follow along, and they can flick through the pages and still hear the audio. Okay, so that is a live connection there that remains even while they're in reading mode. Okay, so to close that, of course, you just come up here and choose the Done button up at the top, and you'll see our navigation. We have forward and back buttons in case you have you open a web page and there's multiple links. They can go forward and backwards just like you would in a normal browser. The circular arrows is a refresh button, and finally the Done button closes out and returns you back to the page you were on. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at another part of this product here, because this is going to show you some of the features in an actual web page. Now, one thing I'd like to point out is that in the document pages here, these actual PDF pages that you've uploaded, there is no copy and paste, there's no extracting the images, just like on the desktop. However, inside the web browser, although we do have some of the security measures in place, copy and paste is allowed here. So this is important to know if you've got private content on a web page that you were distributing through Revizzit. On the iPad version, there's nothing we can do about it. It's just part of the way iPads are made to allow it in the default web browser that you have to use, which is a version of Mobile Safari. So you'll see if I like touch and hold, you know, I can copy and paste text out of here. And another important feature that we had to leave out of the iPad version, unfortunately, is the fingerprint ID overlay. There was no way technically to achieve this in the iPad version, so we do have the identification code hidden in the interface. So if somebody does a screen capture, it could potentially be identified, although they could crop that out. Basically the idea here is that on an iPad, it's not very easy to do screen recording of content in the first place. There's no way to do it on the device that I'm aware of. You could do what I'm doing right now, which is use a third-party app to project it onto a desktop and then screen record it from there. That's probably not going to give you the best results, particularly if you're looking at a movie and stuff. Even what I'm doing right now tends to really strain my computer's resources. And why would people do that when they can just get a Revizzit desktop player to look at videos? So again, better forewarned, if you have really sensitive content that you want to make sure nobody can screen capture, iPad may not be the right solution for you. So you always have a choice in Revizzit to publish only for desktop, or you can publish for desktop and iPad, or vice versa. Okay, so keep that in mind, but you will notice that there is no URL, there's no source code, so you do have the protection that they don't know where this web page is. And also, our secure link generator works as well on the iPad. So if you have that password protected area of your website that you're using, and you want your customers to get in with one click, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. This page here is in a password protected part of my website, and so this button right here actually enters a username and password when you click on it. And of course the users have no idea they're even entering a password protected area. So that's one of the nice benefits about Revizzit. They don't have to bother with remembering the password, and of course they can't share the password. So okay, so let's go ahead and get back to here. Let me tell you a couple more things about this web interface. You can kind of do pretty much everything you can do on a web browser except Flash. And obviously iPad, Apple has decided that they don't like Flash, and they're not going to allow it. So if you have Flash content in your products, you're going to need to replace that with HTML5. And I'm in the process of doing that right now with one of my products. And it's not inexpensive, and it doesn't go quickly, just so you know. Be forewarned. However, all the other stuff does work. So like in this page here, this is a pretty complicated page. It uses a lot of jQuery and plugins and things like that, so that, you know, this table sorter thing here where I can go through and sort these columns alphabetically. I've got different kinds of things going, like this is opening up in Google Viewer. There's a lot of kind of interesting stuff going on in this. And then my other one that I have also opens up videos in a lightbox, and that works really well on Revizzit as well, on Revizzit Mobile as well. So anyway, pretty cool stuff. Just Flash you want to stay away from. Okay, I'm going to go up and touch the Done button here. And I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you on here. So let's go ahead and just head back to the home again. And that's another cool thing is as soon as you touch the home button, every time your customers return to the home screen, it syncs their content. So that's kind of how it works. It's set up so they can manually sync at any time, but it automatically syncs for them every time the app is opened, and then every time they return to the home screen. It runs a quick check to determine whether any changes or new products have been purchased. I think we've covered everything. The only other thing, you'll know it from the desktop version, you can at any time go into your studio and choose to ping a product. And when you ping a product on the Revizzit iPad, where this N new product symbol is, it will put our Revizzit icon, and underneath it says revisit this. So again, that's a really nice way for something to pop out among the crowd, let them know that you made a change or added some new content. Okay, that's pretty much everything here. So let's go ahead and jump over to the studio and take a look at how to create your new iPad products. So here we are in the Revizzit Studio. I'm going to go ahead and actually click on my studio link there. And when you log into your studio account, you're going to notice a few changes. So first of all, looking right across here, you can see that we've changed it from Create Products to Create Mac PC. That's to let you know that when you create a product there, it's only going to be available on desktop. Right next to it, Create iPad, and of course the usual Create Module, Bundle, and your Blacklist and Sales History. So when you create your products for iPad, it's virtually the same as creating it for the desktop version. There's really no difference here to speak of, and I'll go ahead and open up one of these. But we have made a couple of changes just to how the interface behaves, and we're going to continue to kind of streamline this studio interface and make it better and better. Again, we're trying to tackle things as they come, and we want to make it as functional first, and then we'll go back and we'll make it more beautiful and a little easier to use. But for now, it's the usual suspects. You need to give it a title, you need to give it a price, and you need to give it some content. And that's all you need to do to create the product. So all those usual things. Now you'll notice that we've collapsed some areas here just to make it a little easier to navigate. So those things didn't go away. You can collapse areas as well by clicking on these ones with a little black arrow next to them. But if you open this up, that's where you put your synopsis and your publisher and author names and all those things. If you open up this one, that's if you're going to use the sales page URL or the thank you page URL. Okay. So go ahead and take a look at those. Coming down here, we've collapsed these three sections as well. And the important thing to note across all of your new, across all of your products, whether they're new or existing, is that we are now limiting your category selection to 2. We had a lot of producers that were kind of listing their products in every category, and that's not really cool. So particularly the way our new store that we're building is going to function, it's going to have some pretty advanced search engine and tagging features and stuff so people can find your product easily. You're really going to choose 2 categories only. And you have a long drop down here which shows you all the different tags that you can put on them, and you can choose 2 of them. And as you update your former products, it's going to request these 2 categories from you. And if you don't do anything, it's just going to take whatever the first 2 that you had selected were. So you might want to make sure all your products have been updated with the current category selection. All right, and then coming down to the bottom, of course, we have our attached PDF. All of those things are the same, and save product. Now, just like any other product, if you choose to create an iPad product and then save it, as soon as it's done converting, it will show up in your iPad version as a preview. So you can actually go in and log into your Revizzit mobile app, and you will see your unpublished products as a preview so that you can flip through them, make sure they all work really well on the iPad and stuff before you start selling them. So it works exactly the same way as the desktop version. Okay, so the only thing that you're going to notice that's a new experience is once you've saved your iPad app and it comes time to publish it. So for example, right here, this is an example of Magic Magazine that I did just to show some people how it would look here. But so I'm not going to really publish this. This is just an example for me. But I wanted to show you. So this is all done. It's converted. Now when I choose next step, you're going to have a different interface, which is right here. It says, by choosing this publish button, this product will become available to the public and you will be charged a $5 monthly iPad publishing subscription fee. That's per product. So every product that you want to put on the iPad is a $5 a month service fee to have it active. Okay, and if you decide to turn the product inactive, it'll stop the $5 a month payment, and then when you want to activate it again, you'll have to subscribe again. So this is a subscription fee. Once you hit publish, it's going to take you to a shopping cart, and you're going to check out and agree to pay the $5 a month, and then your product will be live, and people can start to purchase it or get it for free, or however you want to distribute it, and it'll show up in their iPads. Okay. So what else is here? Now, a couple of really good tips. First of all, you might want to make sure if your product has a lot of website type back end to it. In other words, you're using it to basically distribute web-based content. You might want to make sure that content is optimized for the iPad. So for the example of my ukulele songbook, when I first opened it up in the iPad, the web page itself was just too big, and that made the user have to kind of scroll left and right to see it all, and that's not a good experience. So I actually just duplicated that web page and went into the code and made it a mobile-sized version, and it worked great. So again, my desktop points to one web page, and my mobile version points to a different web page. Although they look identical, they're actually different sizes. And I also went through and my videos and changed my videos, like I said, so that they're not the auto-fit videos, but they're the kind that play at the standard resolution and you have to manually expand them. That works much better on the iPad as well. So that's one tip. The other thing you want to do is if you are going to create a product and you want them to be able to buy it one time and have it available across all their devices, this works really easily, and I'll tell you how to do that. The thing that you need to know about that, which is really cool, is that the revizzit desktop player and the revizzit mobile player, they are smart apps that know what kind of content to display. So that means that people aren't going to see duplicates. They're not going to see two of the same product show up inside their apps. They're only going to get the one. So what's cool about that is you can actually create a bundle with two products in it, and it'll only show up one time in each player. So what I did was I would create, for example, we'll take this ukulele video tutorial hut right here. So you can see I've created the iPad edition. Okay, this is the actual iPad only version. And then I already had a desktop version, probably way down here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so this is my original name of product. It tells you right there, so that tells you name of product, that's the desktop version. And the new one up here, it says name of iPad, and there it is. So this says name of iPad, and this is my iPad edition, which I also recommend you put in the title of your new product so they can tell in the store at a glance, mention what it is actually for. So iPad edition, etc. So now that I have these two created, I have the iPad version and the identical desktop version published. Then I can come up here and I can create a bundle. And you can see right here this name of bundle. And what I did was I just went in and bundled them together. And I gave them one bundled price. So now people can just buy the ukulele video tutorial hut, and they don't have to be concerned about what device, because whether they log in on their Windows, their Mac, or their iPad, they're going to get access to this product. Okay. Another thing is everything works inside the iPad just like in the desktop version, meaning modules work, bundles work, whitelist and blacklist. So I did the same thing here. I created a bundle with the only thing in this bundle is my iPad edition, but I charged only $2.99, and this is a whitelisted product. The idea here is that I had 1,000 or so people who have already bought this product, and I wanted to give them a discounted upgrade. So I went in, and I'll go ahead and show you inside. I went in and took my iPad edition version, and it's the only thing that's in here. Here's the list of products. See, the only thing I've got checked is my iPad edition. So I created a single product bundle and published that. And again, creating a bundle, I don't have to pay the $5. The $5 is only per iPad edition. Okay, you can bundle it up and you can do stuff like that, and you don't have to pay more for that. So now I've got this version, and I attached a whitelist to it. On here, I went in and chose whitelist and added all the names of my former customers and sent them this link. Okay, so that's another kind of good tip for kind of making this transition. Now, another thing I'm going to mention here was move off the iPad stuff for a second here. You'll notice that you have a new button here called Affiliate Network. This is really cool and a really important thing, and I'm going to actually address this in another tutorial. But if you need information on this right away, just send me an email, nick@revizzit.com, and I'll get you going on it. But this is going to be coming. It is live, it is functioning, and it has all the tutorials built into it. But if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up, because I don't have time to make the tutorial at this moment. So a couple things that are important about this. First of all, the buy button code has changed. You'll notice it's much longer than it used to be. This buy button code still just makes a get instant access button on your website, just like it did before. But when you paste this code in, and if you're going to use the affiliate network, you need to replace your buy button with this new buy button code for it to work. When you put this on your website, you'll notice that everything looks the same, but what it really does is now it tracks all your affiliate stuff. So if they send you people, it tracks the commissions for them. Okay, and the affiliate network, when you click on this, it's actually going to open up a new window, and it's going to log you in automatically. And you may have received an email actually about this that says something about the affiliate network. So that's what this is all about. But inside here, you can see there's tutorial videos, and you can click on this, and there's just there's about 24 videos. So plenty of videos here to watch to learn all about how to create advertising campaigns and invite people to start selling your products for you. So fantastic stuff there. Everything you need to know pretty much covered right here. Okay, I think that is pretty much everything I wanted to show you. So the final thing that we'll talk about, so we've covered the iPad, we've covered briefly the affiliate network. The final thing I want to tell you is that in our shopping catalog, the Revizzit catalog is going to become the Revizzit store. And this is another really exciting development. We're only releasing this in phases as we kind of get stuff done, but you'll already start to see some changes happen here. So I'm going to just jump over to the Revizzit catalog. This whole page is going to change. It's going to be a lot sexier, a lot cooler for us to find products and stuff. I'm going to open up this freebies section here. Okay, so the first thing you'll notice is now we have something that identifies whether the product is PC or Mac or iPad. Okay, and another really cool thing is I'm going to open up one that's got some information on it. Hang on one second. Let's see here. Actually, let me go to another one because I have one that's a little bit more populated, just to make sure we have something good here. Okay, so I'm going to open up my Ukulele Hideaway, and what you'll see happen here is that we get the synopsis that we had before, so your synopsis shows up, but now we also have tweeting, G+ sharing, Facebook liking, emailing it to friends, sending it to friends. So we have all the social media links. We also have comments, which can post to Facebook. This is going to massively improve your sales and your visibility, because this is going to improve it on search engines. It's going to improve the Revizzit store on search engines as well. People are going to be able to talk about your products, and they'll be able to see customer reviews right there. So anyway, this is a pretty exciting development, and the next phase that we're adding is going to include a sales video on this page that you can upload, and you'll just create a YouTube sales video, and you'll be able to embed a video right here and also screenshots of your product. So this is going to become something that is a destination for you to send traffic to and sell your products, so you don't have to do it on your own website. Everything you need will be right here, and you'll be able to benefit from all the cross promotion and the higher search engine visibility that our store is going to get. So that's everything. I hope you guys are excited about this. We're super excited about all these changes, and you'll get a lot more information in the coming days, but I just wanted to get you going as quickly as possible now that we've turned on the iPad functionality. Okay, thanks a lot.